Hey YouTube, DJ Project back with you. I wanted to do a little video in regard to this pistol, or it could be in regard to any type of older gun that you have that isn't in production anymore, and you want a modern holster for it. Now this is a copy of a Walther PPK. It's actually a Spanish gun. It's an Astra Constable 380 caliber, and it'll fit in most, probably just about all PPK holsters in the marketplace. But if there's Kydex ones, I'm sure it won't fit because the dimensions do vary a little bit. So I wanted to get something for this, and I didn't know what my options would be, because I really don't want to ship the gun out, to somebody who does it, and I don't know of anybody locally who makes holsters. So I went back to my DJ Project hobbying roots and went over to the hobby shop to see if they had maybe some thin carbon fiber plate or some Kydex type material. And lo and behold, they didn't have carbon fiber Kydex, but they did have a couple different products on their shelf. They had I'll show you this here. They had a white styrene, which is it's a thermoforming material, so it will heat up and remold and then cool in a hard shape. And they also had this clear polyester. So this stuff, when you peel the film back, is completely clear. So the wheels started turning up in my brain, and I started thinking, man, this stuff might be something that I could make a holster out of. So this is what we ended up with. Now this thing, because it's clear, it's going to be flashing light all over. You're not going to be able to see it really, really good. But let me go ahead and put the gun in for you. It fits beautifully. This material is a lot of fun to work with. It heats up pretty quickly. It cools very quickly. But when it cools, you have to get it in, you have to mold the shapes that you want, and then you do have to hold it in that position until it cools. Now, it's going to feel like it's cool to your touch when you're wearing gloves to protect your hands. I wear leather gloves, leather winter gloves that were nice and thick, because you will burn yourself if you touch this stuff with your bare hands. So just be aware of that in case you decide that you want to venture into trying something like this. But in any event, it cools very, very quickly, so you need to work fairly quickly to get the shape that you want. Hold that shape and then let it cool back. If you can see here, I don't know, there is retention right here. It's, it doesn't give you the detail of Kydex, but it molds very nicely into the ejection port. You can actually feel the radius of the barrel here and the ejection port separately. I've got it kind of molded in here to the slide in the front to kind of support the front of the gun a little bit. There's also a little bit of indentation here in the trigger guard, and then you can see here this trigger kind of curves in a little bit, so I extended the material out like that, and it really makes a very, 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 very secure. And when you got, a pretty gun with nice engraving or just a good looking gun, it's kind of a very cool thing to have a holster that you can actually see the gun. So, give this a try. Go out to the hobby shop and pick up some of this material and have yourself a blast if you like to do that type of stuff. I think that my next project is probably going to be to take this buck knife that I got and make a sheath for it. Kind of like Kydex one here on my CRKT Minimalist. So I think I'm going to make a neck knife for this. This came all hollowed out. This is, well, I won't go into this too much, but it's it's an okay knife for the price. The blade is not the best in the world. I cut this carbon fiber out and inlaid it in there. I thought that looked kind of cool. But in any event, you can get this material at most hobby shops. You might even be able to find it at craft stores like Michael's, Hobby Lobby. It's made by Midwest Products Incorporated. They have an 800 number, which I'll share with you. It's 1-800-348-3497. Or you can visit their website at midwestproducts.com. This particular poly that I used here, it's clear polyester. There's a part number up above 703-04. It's 0.060 by 7.6 inches by 11 inches, the sheet. I believe this is around $5.50 for this sheet. And like I say, it's an 060 thickness. Product made in the USA, which is also very nice. And very, very cool material to work with. I mean, it was just, I had a great time working with it. You can heat it and reheat it. Be careful when you reheat it too much or when you heat it too much initially. I had cut this out into a shape and folded it over and started working it from there. And I will warn you ahead of time that these edges in here, they will fuse together if you have too much heat on it. So after you get done doing some of your primary or initial molding and shaping of the material, after it cools for the most part, you'll want to double check this and make sure that it still comes out. Now I did put one little just a pop rivet in here for a little bit of added strength for the holster, and I mean, it really didn't need it for the retention, but I put it in there just to give it that much more support. So anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you. I thought it was a really kind of a neat material to work with. I'd encourage you to go pick some up. All it takes is a heat gun, you know, like from Harbor Freight or something like that. You heat the material up, flip it over, heat it up, flip it back and forth. I mean, I'm not going to do a how-to video. There's been plenty of videos on how to melt materials and wrap them around firearms. So I just thought that this one was kind of cool. I'd really like to experiment with this a little bit further. I definitely will be getting some more material. I'll do the neck knife sheath for this, and maybe we'll show you that when it's done. And it would be kind of cool. I mean, I've never worked with leather, but it'd be kind of cool to do one of those in the waistband hybrids where you got the leather and then this as your outer skin for the gun. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up, share it, like, subscribe. And with that, I will bid you good night for today. And you have a great day. And I'm DJ Project, and I'm out of here.